Hello and welcome back to another Sergmanx video. Today I am back in Lancaster County in Pennsylvania, and this is part one of a 3-part video series of my time out here. Love coming out to Lancaster County, very low-key, good vibes kind of place, and I'm staying here at the Country Inn of Lancaster. So it's actually a really nice place. Never been here before. Property is nice, has a nice pool. The hotel rooms were clean. Looks like they just redid the bathrooms, because on the images of the hotel it was quite different. And here we have this stray cat I actually saw as I was checking in. When I returned to get my bags, he was under my car. So here I'm out on the balcony, and he just approaches us. So I was quite intrigued. I decided to give him the name of Lance while I was out here, and we tried to feed him, but he wouldn't eat anything we gave him. So we soon found out he was actually the hotel cat. I'm sure they gave him plenty of water and food. And he became a staple of our trip out here, as we would always look out for him. After we got unpacked, got a little breakfast, decided to hit up Village Greens Golf Course. One of the best mini golf spots all around, I would say, not even exclusive to Lancaster. Just the scenery is extremely nice, it's quiet, I wouldn't say it's in the middle of nowhere, but it's kind of out there, so you don't really hear anything obnoxious out here. And they have 2 different courses you can do. The Gold Path, which has 20-something holes, and then the Orange Path, which has your traditional 18 holes. Next up, we decided to hit up the Turkey Hill experience. Now, I gotta say, I'm quite a big fan of Turkey Hill ice cream. It's quite good. And, you know, everywhere else has 7-Elevens, but out here in Pennsylvania, you see a lot of Turkey Hill gas stations and whatnot, because they love their Turkey Hill out here. And they have various different ice cream samplings you can try, different iced tea you can have, and out here too you have the greatest shoot 'em up of all time, Bacteria Blasta, the Blasta Masters. So we're gonna shoot some Bacteria and get the high score. As we were driving around, we seen a place called the Laserdome, so we were curious what that was. And the exterior looks like a military fallout shelter dome thing. It was very odd looking. But as you go inside, you see various arcade machines that you would see in other places, such as Cruisin' Blast, this Typhoon machine where it simulates a roller coaster, nitro trucks, a DDR type experience. They even have a bunch of Xbox Ones set up, so as you swipe your card, you can add time to play the console, which is kind of cool. They also have a couple of pinball machines. They also had a laser maze here, and this is where the problems started to arise. I swiped my card, it would keep taking my credits, but when you go to hit start, nothing happens. There's like one laser out there, and nothing happens. Actually the button was really hot when I hit start, so this thing was broken as hell. Basically what the goal was, all these lasers would appear and you would try to avoid them, hit the checkpoint, and try to make it back. So couldn't do that. Check to see with the Xbox One to see if they worked, but I swiped my card both ways and it still didn't work. So that was pretty unfortunate. Which was, I don't know, it looked like a clean place, but everything wasn't up to par. Like, I don't know if the maintenance guy quit or something, where he couldn't like fix anything, or they just didn't care because nobody was there. Maybe like the weekends they make sure everything is up and running, probably when they get their biggest business. These pinball machines weren't working. The left flipper wasn't going. The only thing we knew for a fact that couldn't go wrong was these arcade games. As nighttime approached, it was time to just relax and get ready for tomorrow. Today we decided to check out another mini golf spot. This one was called Water's Edge, but what made this one different is they had animals actually on the property. There's a little farm right next to the mini golf course. So I've never been to this place before, and it's quite nice. Not as good as Village Greens, but still pretty good. I would come back here. I usually go to Lost Treasure Golf that was featured in the previous Lancaster video from 2 years ago, but this was a quite nice change of pace, and I liked it here. We went on Google Maps to see if they had any good bowling spots around here, and this place showed up, going bananas. And as we made our way inside, it looked like just another Dave & Buster's Laserdome kind of spot. So we were thinking, alright, this has to be better than Laserdome at the very least. So we were also intrigued about the bowling, which is why we came here to begin with, and kind of disappointed it was mini bowling. But, you know what, still made the best of it and had fun regardless. And I even got a strike, which is nice. And they actually had a working laser maze machine here, so that was quite cool. It was time to unfortunately head home. That's the bummer about vacations. As it gets to the end, you kind of want to go back, but at the same time you're like, nah, I still want to stay here for a couple more weeks. But we said goodbye to the cat, said see you next time, Lance, and drove home. But on the way home, I decided to hit up a store I haven't been to in quite a while, and that is Game Junkie. In my previous video of Lancaster, I found so many good things from Game Junkie, such as a copy of Mega Man 4, and I was quite impressed with the amount of Switch games they had a lot of good PS1 games, a lot of good Super Nintendo games, and, of course, the stuff they have behind their glass containers. Always good stuff here, and I found some really cool items here that I will show you in a moment. Alright, back from Game Junkie, and the first game I picked up was Yu Yu Hakusho Dark Tournament on the PlayStation 2, with a nice holographic cover, got a manual, and as a big fan of Yu Yu Hakusho, I'm surprised I never picked this up. Now, I heard mixed things about this game, but I got it for a good price. It's whatever, I'll have fun with it, we'll see how it goes. Next up, we got Romancing Saga on the PS2. Never played this game as I just started to get into the Saga games. So, got this nice colored manual here. Very nice. Looking forward to trying this game in 10,000 years when I clear out my backlog, but I'll get to it eventually. So, pretty cool. My next pickup I got Mega Man 3 on NES, which is basically to replace my older copy of the game. The top of the cartridge was cracked, so I decided to get a new one. And now, my holy grail purchase, at least for me. We have the Mega Man NES, custom painted, got the derpy Mega Man face, got the Mega Man X stylized font, which was interesting, and the controllers featuring Mega Man and Cutman. I quite loved this purchase. Sadly, this is the end of the trip to Lancaster County in Pennsylvania, but the fun still continues. As I mentioned earlier in the video, this is part 1 of 3. Next video features a special guest as we go game hunting to various stores around the area, so stay tuned for that. Thank you for watching, and as always, this has been a Sergmanx video. Have a good one, and peace. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like and comment below your thoughts on today's topic. Please consider subscribing to the channel and hit that bell to be notified when the next Sergmanx video drops. Have a good one.